4 exercises that help me build my glutes as someone quad dominant and has struggled to build their glutes. And no, hip thrusts and kickbacks are not on this list. The first exercise is step downs. Step downs are a lateral step up variation. At this moment in my training, I prefer doing step downs over step ups because step downs require you to hinge at the hips, putting more emphasis on the glutes. Step ups do put tension on your glutes, but more on your quadriceps. My glutes used to be so weak that I would feel step ups in my lower back instead of my glutes, so step downs really help me focus on using my glutes. Try your best to keep your shin perpendicular to the ground and hinge back at the hips as much as you can. I still struggle keeping my shin perpendicular to the ground, but it's getting better. You can use a 4 to 8 inch box. It doesn't have to be a tall box at all. The next exercise is the single leg hip hinge. Start by balancing on one leg, then hinge back at the hips as far as you can without losing your form. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's perfectly okay. I love this exercise because it really lengthens your glutes and you get a big stretch in your glutes. You're definitely gonna feel your glutes on fire. As with step downs, make sure your shin is perpendicular to the ground as best as you can. I emphasize keeping your shin perpendicular to the ground because this allows you to get a full stretch in your glutes without involving your quads. We only want to focus on moving the hips and not the knees. The third exercise is lateral band walks. Squat down about 45 degrees, pushing your glutes back as much as you can. Keeping your core tight, begin walking to the side and take slow and controlled steps. I use 2 bands for lateral band walks, one around my knees and one around my ankles to help put more tension on my glutes. The band above my knees also helps force me to push my knees out in line with my toes. The last exercise is the half kneeling glute activation exercise. In a half kneeling position, press your back knee and foot into the ground as much as you can, as if you're about to lift yourself off the ground. The harder you press your knee and foot into the ground, the more you're gonna feel this exercise in your glutes. This exercise is harder than it looks. I really wish you could see how much my legs are shaking. Don't forget to keep your core engaged the entire time.